Hello everyone, today we are going to look at the first problem of the problem set 0 of CS50. The name of the problem set is the problem which we are going to look at. The solution is indoor voice. Now let's see what the program wants us. It wants us to make a file called indoor.py, implement a program in Python that prompts the user for input, so we have to prompt for an input from the user and then output the same input in lowercase. Punctuation and white spaces will be outputted unchanged. So we have to ask for the user's input and then we have to print the same output but the letters, the strings, the alphabets in lowercase without changing the punctuation and white space. Okay, so what we have to do here is first of all make a directory of indoor profiles. Okay, let's see. Let me clear the terminal at first. Okay, now press start. Okay, now let's start. Now first of all we have to make a directory, mkdir directory of indoor voice device. Now we have to get inside the file we have to type cd the name of the folder indoor voice. Now make a file. To make a file we have to type code, name of the file indoor, and title the file py because the file contains Python program. Now first of all let's make a pseudo code and break the problem into smaller chunks so that it will be easier for us to solve the problem. First of all we have to prompt the user prompt to prompt the user for input. Okay, then we have to convert the input into lowercase cs case. Then we have to output the result. Now this other we can break the problem into these three steps. Now let's work on each of the problem. First of all we have to prompt the user for input, so we have to go into use input function. Now we can display some text, some sentences along with the input function, so I am going to enter and then close bracket space and close parenthesis. Now I am going to value which the user inputs and I am going to store that value into a variable called sentence. Now let me type under the word sentence, sentence, sentence. Now let's run the code. Python indoor dot py and as you can see we are successfully prompted for input. Now there to convert the input we have got from the user, I think there isn't a suitable method we can use to convert the input we have got from the user into lowercase. I mean to say we cannot type in some code and make it convert by ourselves without taking help of any function. In the lecture as well we are not shown the method for doing so, but in this problem set they have given a hint. If you cannot find a problem solution to a specific problem, we can go to the official documentation of Python and look for the functions which we have to use to solve the problem. For that I will go to this documentation, Python's documentation, and look for the string function which the string can use. Okay, if I look and I will come across this function called lower, and the function for lowercase is to convert a string into lowercase. Okay, this is exactly what I want, so I am going to use the lower function. Let's see how it works. Lower function, as the name suggests, it lowercase is the string. Now definition uses The lower that method runs the string will look at lowercase symbols and numbers are ignored. Okay, now let's use this function. Now functions, this function just lowercases the input which you use, like for example sentence sentence that hello WAR lower. Now the sentence is lowercase, it doesn't return any value, it doesn't return value, it just converts the sentence, the string which is attached to into lowercase, and that's all. Now we have to print the sentence. Now the other sentences are already converted into lowercase when I used this lower function. Now all I have to do is print this sentence. Say sentence. Now let's see. Python let enter. Now let's type in all the letters in capital. Now let's see. Oh, what's the problem here? No, I lower. Okay, so it does return some return value. I see. So I have to store the string which it returns into separate variable. So let me name the variable output. Okay, and now then print the output. Now to print the output, now let's see again. Let me clear terminal first. Here clear. Now let's see. Let's run the program again. Python indo.py enter all in uppercase. Okay. Put some lowercase. Let's try out some symbols. Let's make it with lowercase letters. Okay, still we get all lowercase. Let's try out some symbols like question mark, ampersand, question mark. Now let's see what the result will be. Okay, we still get the symbols, but all the letters are lowercase, and that's exactly what the program wants us to do. Now let's run CS50. Python slash Python program slash Python slash as you can see here, I got all green tick. It is appearing blue instead of green because I have used a different, the different settings which changes the color of the text which appear on my VS Code. Now to confirm that, to really say that it's green tick, I will go to this link. As you can see, other green smileys. Okay, so that's it for today. Keep learning.